Hello and welcome to the old Fliers. Gippsland Aero founders Peter Furlong and George Morgan were inducted into the Australian Aviation Hall of Fame in 2024. Two men who would not, I imagine, be known outside of the Australian aviation scene. I want to change that now. GippsAero was formerly known as Gippsland Aeronautics. The late Peter Furlong founded this company in 1977 as a sole trader, with George Morgan becoming a partner in 1984. The company was incorporated at Latrobe Valley Airport in Victoria, Australia. They began by modifying aerial agricultural aircraft. The PA-25 Pawnee Aerial Application Aircraft was modified via supplemental type certificate, but they went on to certify their own airplane, the GA200 Fat Man crop sprayer, in 1991. Furlong and Morgan then turned their attention to a utility aircraft that could perform several mission types and have greater loading capability than the Cessna 206. In the year 2000, the Civil Aviation Safety Authority awarded a type certificate for the GA8 Airvan. The type went on to become the most successful Australian manufactured aircraft in history. The global financial crisis of 2008 hit the company hard, and in 2009 all the forward orders for the aircraft were cancelled by customers as they grappled with economic uncertainty. With investors wanting to pull out of the company, Gippsland Aeronautics was sold to Indian conglomerate Mahindra Aerospace. In 2010, Peter Furlong retired due to ill health, but George Morgan stayed on to help navigate the company through the GA10 turbine project and the turbulent era. Mahindra kept on many of the existing staff and changed the company name from Gippsland Aeronautics to GippsAero. Mahindra sunk $100 million into GippsAero in 2010, but what should have been a match made in aviation heaven soured when culture clashes and differences in engineering policies caused cost increases that were passed on to Airvan customers. In 2012, GippsAero launched the GA10 Airvan, its first 10-seater aircraft, but in 2020 it halted production and scaled back to a part supply outfit for existing customers. After a skydiving accident in Sweden involving their aircraft and the loss of the first production Airvan 10 in the USA, Mahindra stopped taking orders and ceased production at the Latrobe Valley plant in 2020. Since then, several potential buyers have been rebuffed by the asking price. So, when Mr. Morgan bought back his company from Mahindra in November 2023, it represented much more than a business transaction. A lot of people were watching. Could we manage to get back into production? He said. Mr. Morgan described rebuilding the company with fewer than a dozen original employees left on the books. We had a plan and we always had faith we could do it, he said. Furlong died in 2017, so didn't live to see Mahindra stop Airvan production and send the company into wind down. George Morgan has plans to revive production of the Airvan 8 to fulfill a demand that never went away. He said, major Airvan refurbishments and rebuilds will be recommenced immediately along with factory maintenance. Nomad and GA200 support will continue. A little bit about this most well-known aircraft, the GA8 Airvan. This is a single-engine utility aircraft that can seat up to 8 people, including the pilot. The GA8 has been designed for use in remote areas and from austere airstrips, performing tasks such as passenger services, freight, sightseeing, parachuting, observation and intelligence surveillance, and reconnaissance and search and rescue operations. Its design emphasises ruggedness and ease of use. First flown on the 3rd of March 1995 and type certified under Federal Aviation Administration Part 23 requirements during summer 2004. The GA8 has been flown by a diverse range of operators throughout the world. Since its introduction, improved models featuring more powerful engines have been introduced. An enlarged turboprop-powered derivative designated as the Gippsland GA10 has also been developed. In 2011, a float plane model of the GA8 has been produced partnering with American aviation float manufacturer GippsAero. According to aviation publication Flying, the aircraft was designed to fill the market niche perceived by the manufacturer between the 6-seat Cessna 206 and the 14-seat Cessna 208 Caravan models. The GA8's design was primarily produced by Peter Furlong. A turbocharged version of the aircraft, GA8 TC320, is powered by a 320 horsepower Lycoming T10 540 turbocharged fuel-injected engine. The first deliveries of this model took place in February 2009. Within 2 years, numerous GA8 TC320 air vans had been delivered to customers in Australia and New Zealand. On the 8th of July 2010, the GA8 TC320 air van became the first Australian designed and manufactured aircraft to circumnavigate the Earth. Piloted by Kenneth Evers and Timothy Fliers, the circumnavigational flight was recognised by the Fédération Aéronautique Internationale, FAI, the world's governing body for air sports and aeronautical world records, as an official circumnavigation in accordance with FAI rules. A turboprop derivative of the GA8, the GA10, is also being developed, powered by a Rolls-Royce 250 B17 engine. This is a slightly stretched 10-seat capacity aircraft. It is planned for the GA10 to retain as many common parts of the GA8 as possible. The spring-suspended tricycle undercarriage is oil-free. No fuel selectors have to be managed with a 349-litre wing tanks, feeding a single sump tank under the cabin floor. The simple wing has mechanically actuated flaps. The wings are rated for 92,000 hours. Avionics include a Garmin G500 multifunction display, Garmin G10N 750 and 650 touchscreen satellite navigation units. The GA8 is popular with air charter companies, skydiving operators and small feeder air carriers. Larger operators include the Civil Air Patrol, which at one time flew 18 air vans for search and rescue operations and long-range disaster response and relief, as well as airborne damage assessment missions. Mission Aviation Fellowship Australia operates 11 air vans providing air transport services in developing countries. Other operators include Romanian National Air Club, Air Fraser Island Australia, Air Kimberley Australia, California Highway Patrol, Fly Broom Australia, Glenorchy Air New Zealand, Golden Bay Air New Zealand, Grant Aviation Alaska USA, True South Flights New Zealand, and Kakadu Air Australia. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you have enjoyed this video. Donations to support our work always welcome.